Magandang araw Pilipinas at sa ating mga kababayan sa ibang bansa. Welcome to Tictalk with Aster, Amoyo. Sa araw nito mga kaibigan ay sana naman pong special na celebrity couple ang ating makakakwentuhan. Kapag narinig niyo ba ang mga awiting So It's You, I Need You Back, Farewell, Saan Darating ang Umaga at marami pang iba, sino ang nalaala nyo? Mga kaibigan, it is my honor to have the celebrity couple, Raymond Lauchenco and his lovely wife, Mia Lauchenco.
Thank you so much. Oh, nice to
Paano kayo nagkakilala?
Well, actually, Tita Aster, I think the year was like 2000. One of the things na talagang ini-enjoy ko at the time was photography.
Yes,
I've been
you're
photographing
into it.
since
Yeah,
college.
yeah.
But I really wanted to go into it more seriously. So sabi ko, I have to work on doing an exhibit. Eh, syempre, kung mag-i-exhibit ka, Tita, kailangan mong ipa-frame, ipa-quadro yung mga works mo, di ba?
Yes.
So, si Mia at that time had a gallery and a frame shop. So, I ended up there. I ended up falling in love with the framer.
Ganda, no? Oo, di ba?
So,
O ginawa mo lang dahilan yon.
Alam niya nag-discount kaya sa
Actually, it's funny because when I saw her, I knew she was already special. So, normally, actually, bulok ang style ko eh. I could have brought all of my photographs, ipa-frame, all at once, di ba? Pero ang ginawa ko, I did it one by one.
Can I please
Go.
So, syempre, I would come back every week just to see her and bring
Ginawang
another
alibay, in
photograph.
other words.
Oo.
Okay.
He tells me, I need frames for 20. Let's say 20. I can't remember. I think 20 frames, ganyan, di ba? So, of course, you give a price, 20 already in one
Volume.
go.
Oo,
Ako,
di ba?
once a week, nag-isa-isang dinadala.
Isa-isa lang niya.
Lugi ako!
Oo.
Lugi ako.
Lugi ka, you got me.
Yun na nga, pinakasalan ko na, para bawi na.
Alibay niya lang niya. Para meron siyang rason para bumalik-balik.
Di ba?
Yun, I know.
Tactic yun.
Yes, tactic yun.
Kasi if I have it all done at once,
Once
diba?
mo lang, pagkatapos,
Pag-pick up,
wala ka ng rason.
ano na dahilan ko para bumalik, di ba?
Correct.
Actually, doon din ako nag-propose sa kanya sa gallery niya.
Wow, this is Parañaque, right?
Yeah, in
Ano
Parañaque.
pangalan ng gallery mo nga?
At the time, it was 1614 Gallery.
1614 Gallery.
Yeah.
Okay. Why 1614?
It was actually named after the first painting that I bought. And the painter kasi would number his paintings. So
Yun ang
mine was
number.
number 1614.
Oh, now I got it.
And it had a big, syempre it's a shop, diba? So it had a big window out in front. And then it was already the service road. And so when I proposed, I was kneeling down
Ay,
and all the taxis were passing
Oh,
by.
yung ingay.
no, kita kami from the roads.
Oh,
From the
Ayan,
were
roads.
there other
tuloy.
people there?
No.
Kayo lang talaga?
No.
Kami lang.
Parang ang daya mo. Walang malang witness? Yung madumadaan lang?
Ay, may mga taong dumadaan. I mean, but we didn't know them. I mean, it's just
right.
that it so
But
happened that we have...
from your family, respective families or
no.
friends?
No.
Wala?
No.
Oo, why?
Kasi baka she said no, di ba? Nakakahiya. I didn't want anybody to witness that.
We were just talking about that the other day kasi parang ang hirap, ang lakas ng pressure sa girl daw pag madaming tao.
Oo.
Kasi ngayon, tita, nagpa-flash mob, di ba?
Ay,
Para sa proposal.
Paano daw kung
Paano kung mag-no?
Oo, mag-no, di ba? Ang dami mapapaya ka
Or
talaga.
if you're the girl, ako feeling ko kasi, kung ako yun, parang hindi ako mag-no kahit gusto ko mag-no dahil nakakahiya, ang daming nanonood. So parang it's some kind of emotional extortion.
Tapos turn down ka lang pala, no? Oh my God. Diba?
Well, anyway.
Bago ka nag-propose, ilang months or years na kayong magkasintahan, no?
No, we were engaged, I think, July.
July of...
2003. So, mga 3 years.
Almost 3. Oh, tagal din.
3 years.
Oo, bakit ka naman iti-turn down? My God, almost 3 years
Oo nga, grabe, no?
Grabe ka
Tagal-tagal na
naman.
eh.
Ganun, wala kang siwala.
Don't gang upon me. Ako lang yung lalaki dito.
Meron kayong
yes.
common friend.
Yeah.
It was actually like a setup.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, anong usapan nyo ng friend nyo?
Actually, Mia kasi used to teach.
Okay.
And one of her students was the son of a client of mine.
Okay.
And he goes, uy, pakilala kita sa kaibigan ko. You know, she's a curator, she has a gallery. she does frames. Sabi ko, uy, kailangan ko talaga ng frames. But she's, you know, she's pretty, she's smart, she's very nice. So I went.
Na-curious ka, in other words.
Oo naman. I mean, pretty, smart, has a gallery. I mean, what's there not to like,
Right.
diba?
May connection na kaagad.
May connection na kaagad.
Ay, kami walang connection agad.
No, we connected because of
through the
art
friend.
and
Through the friend?
because of what he said about you.
Okay.
Oo.
Sige,
May
sige,
common
sige.
ano kayo ground.
Tama.
He's also
Common
an artist
ground,
di ba? Di ba? Was it love at first sight na makita mo siya?
You can
I
be
don't
honest.
believe kasi in love at first sight,
yeah?
tita.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, the interest was there. I definitely knew I wanted to get to know her more. I wanted to keep on coming back. But it was something I wanted to cultivate and develop. For me, kasi love at first sight, that's for kids. I mean, that's some romantic, you know, notion.
So was it
And-
like at first sight?
Oo naman!
Ayun.
Oo naman! Oo naman! Oo naman!
Iba lang. Yung iba kasi meron talaga mararamdaman mo yun eh. But the interest already was there.
Oh, yeah.
Naandun na kaagad
Yeah.
yun. It's just like
Yeah.
parang ano na rin.
Yeah.
Kasi otherwise hindi mo ipupursue eh.
Yeah. I was not a teenager anymore when I met Mia. I was in my 30s already. I knew that I wasn't into it just for the sake. I didn't want another girlfriend. I mean, I was looking for something
More serious.
more permanent. The last thing I wanted to do was have another girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
I wanted to settle already. I was of that age
Oh,
already.
yeah. Mature ka na nun.
Yeah,
Oo,
yeah,
oo,
yeah.
oo. Mia, when you first met Raymond, ano ang naging impression mo sa kanya?
Gwapo naman. Gwapo naman, pero it wasn't, it didn't click right away for me. Parang when he came, okay, client, na gwapo.
As client
You know,
lang.
client na gwapo.
Oo.
Okay.
But he was so sikat.
Kasi
Yeah.
Oo.
ang crush niya si Martin Rivera.
Oh my!
Naman, that was when I was,
Oh my! Martin, if you're watching.
oh my gosh, I was 10 years old. Ikaw naman.
Nagselos ka?
Alam niya yan. No, I mean, I was 10 when I had the
Yes,
crush
yes,
on Martin. I was like in love with Martin. I thought I would marry him. But, no.
Sige, tawa pa kayo.
But, no, hindi. Gwapo siya for sure. So, in that sense, parang okay. Kliyente siya. But I didn't think anything about it when we first met. Kasi hindi naman siya pumaporma that first time eh. It was after. It was a few, maybe the next visit.
Next
I
visit.
think. Meron na siyang pinapahiram na kunyari book, tapos may konting note na ganyan.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Nagpaparamdam na in other words.
Nagpaparamdam na.
Oo,
So, I was like,
oo.
what's this guy doing? Ganyan. When I think about it, walang spark. Pero nung
Aray ko,
niyaya...
walang spark.
No. I mean, in my opinion, parang walang spark. Pero, wait, first let me bawi.
I'm here, ha?
Bawi
Nandito ako sa kwarto, ha?
Pero, when he asked me
You
out,
listen. You
when he
listen
asked
first.
me out,
Okay.
when he asked me out, it didn't occur to me naman to say no. Talagang yes agad. Sige, okay.
Ayun pala
Yeah.
naman eh. Ayun pala
See?
naman eh.
So, siguro meron in denial lang ako.
I remember Tita Aster, the first time I wanted to take her out on a real date. Yung talagang date. You know, let's go out, let's watch a movie, let's have a meal. Sabi niya, I'm sorry, but I cannot date you. You're my client. So sabi ko, sige, I'll take na lang my business somewhere else. You go date me. I'm not your client anymore. Ayun, wala na siyang
Oh,
palusot.
parang may reservation siya because
Oo,
kliyente
kasi
ka
kliyente
niya.
ako, diba? Hindi na ako magiging kliyente.
Oo.
Because I knew eventually it would be love.
Okay.
It was going to be love. It just needed to be nurtured. Si Mia also kasi at that time, I don't know if you mind my saying this.
What? What? Careful. What are you gonna say?
I was her first boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh! Ay, yeah. First and
Yes,
last.
yes.
Oh.
That's a big responsibility for a guy.
Kaswerte mo,
diba?
ah. Oo.
I was of marrying age.
Yes. You were serious.
I
at
was
that-
serious, but I cannot tell a girl I just met, hey, you know, I'm ready to get married, right?
Yes. Pero alam mo
Diba?
na.
Alam ko
sa sarili
na.
mo.
Pero you did.
Huh?
You did tell me you wanted to marry me.
Not in the first week or so. Maybe after a while. Yeah, mga 2 weeks.
Alam mo, may nakikita ako sa yung parang Martin. Pag ganyan. Ala!
Huwag mo na umpisa.
Oo. Hindi talaga. Promise. Martin, if you're watching, may nakikita ko dito kay Raymond na parang ikaw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no ka dyan.
Meron siyang ano, di ba? Meron siyang kilo sa galaw na parang Martin eh. Pati magsalita.
really
Kaya,
out,
kaya pala
ha?
you ended
Oh
up
my
with
God,
him di ba? O, di ba? How did you find out na, crush niya si Martin?
Oh, I found out many years later.
Not even during the time na you were together?
Mahirap pala pag katabi mo yung asawa mo na kontra ng kontra. Sanay
it's
ako,
okay,
sanay
it's
ako
okay.
ma-interview na mag-isa, walang kumukontra. Ito kontra ng kontra.
Sorry, so okay. I will just
That's,
drink my tea.
that's the way I remember it. So,
oo.
huwag ka nang kumontra.
Okay, I will have more tea.
Truth ko yun.
Magpapadagdag pa yata tayo ng tea,
This is the first time that I not only fell in love with a girl, but I fell in love with the whole family.
Wow.
Because
Ganda nun.
talagang I've never come across a family so close. They were so close, it was almost ridiculous. I had never seen that. The way they loved each other, the way she would listen to her parents and talagang obey them to the letter.
Wow.
I was like totally blown away. Like our first Valentine's, we weren't really allowed to go out. She wasn't really allowed to go out alone with me. Something
First
like-
Valentine together.
First
Yes, our
Valentine's
first
together.
Valentine's.
Pero
I-
mag-boyfriend na kayo. Boyfriend
Yes.
girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
I set up something special. I thought I could get away with it if I did it sa bubong ng bahay ko.
Oh, kakaiba.
Kasi,
Oo,
I mean,
oo, oo,
you know, it's
oo.
safe.
Yeah,
It's a safe space, di ba?
Right,
Bubong.
right.
Nag-akyat ako ng carpet, ng sofa,
Talagang the
ng
works,
kusina, ng mga ilaw. I decorated
Nag-effort
the
ka
roof.
talaga. Oo.
The rule was I couldn't go to his house unchaperoned.
Unchaperoned, yeah. Naghanap ako ng loophole. Wala naman kami sa bahay. Nasa ibabaw kami ng bahay.
Sa place mo pa rin yun.
Oh, well, okay.
As a parent, siguro may reservation ng parents mo.
Si Mia had so much integrity na when she got there, she loved it. She appreciated all the effort that I took. Pero sabi niya, I need to call up my mom
Oh my God.
para magpaalam. So, syempre, bagsak yung puso ko, di ba? So, the mom sent somebody. Si Missy, what's your
Yeah,
name?
yeah. She sent
And she
her
waited
help.
naman downstairs. Across the house kasi it was a park. So, I
Yeah,
think she waited in the
there
park.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my
Yeah.
Oo.
So,
If you're a guy, parang nakakaano to, ano ba to?
Alam mo, there are many opportunities na pwede siyang parang, ba't pa ako mag-hassle na ganito, di ba?
but I respected that because I saw how much she obeyed her parents. And the only reason I figured that she obeyed them that much was because she really loved them. And for her to really love them showed me what a close-knit family they were. And I remember, bumibisita ako sa bahay nila, yung mga kapatid niya would cry. They would cry.
Why?
They were so close to the sister. She has 2 younger sisters.
Feeling nila, parang ninakaw nila.
Oo, ini-snatch ka from your
So I remember one
family.
time I went to church with them and her younger sister. So I was with Mia, the mom, the dad were there. And the younger sister was just about maybe 6 feet away, crying. Talagang humahagulgul. And the pastor's wife would embrace her saying, it's okay. I'm the cause of this pain.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
That's how close they were.
Oo.
Oh, but they love each other now.
Parang
Breakdown.
it's more of like jealousy, di ba? Nagsiselos
Yeah.
sila na
Yeah, and
dumating kayo or
possessiveness,
taga sa
yeah.
labas, di ba?
Do you remember the TV series Little House on the Prairie?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Oh.
ganon sila ka-close. Yeah.
It took a few months for them to get used to it. Pero after a while, he won them over. Kasi ang ginagawa niya, sinasama niya yung mga kapatid ko pag lumalabas kami.
Okay.
So I think he really went out of his way to get to know them and to let them get to know him. Para naman it's not like just the stranger who's taking my sister, right? But they warmed up soon enough.
At saka na-realize siguro nila na hindi ka mawawala, nadagdagan pa nga kayo sa
Yes.
family, di ba?
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
Lalo na siguro na magkaroon kayo ng mga anak.
Yes.
Oo, di ba?
Yes.
So nagkaroon sila ng mga pamangkin, bigla.
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah.
Yeah.
How about your parents? Paano nila eventually natanggap?
You know, it wasn't naman, they weren't against.
They trusted her, but they didn't trust me.
No.
Yan ang kaibahan, no?
So, you know, my parents naman, people think that we were raised very strictly. Pero they were the types na they will see me or my sisters, they will look at how my sisters and I were, and then look at the guy and see parang they're not gonna be yung parang basta hindi pwede. May reason always. With Raymond naman, nakita naman yun. I guess I was happy naman. To their credit, I like to think that I had a good head on my shoulders deciding to go out with him. So they were okay. But they had a talk with him. Talk to them like very early on already.
Anong bilin ng parents ni Mia?
It's difficult for me to remember because I was so scared. But I do remember I wasn't allowed to hold hands with her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's actually quite funny. Kasi nga, at first, parang it was my mom who was medyo strict na ayaw na mag-hold hands kami or whatever. But after a while,
So, napaka-conservative talaga.
my mom kind of wanted it to be that way, I guess. She had her reasons, and I know her reasons were good naman.
As challenging as it was, I really found it to be so respectable. I really mean it when I say I fell in love with the whole family. So I figured if I wanted to have a chance with their daughter, I have to behave like a good son. So that's what I did. When my daughter has suitors, I'm gonna be worse. I'm going to be so strict.
Ngayon pa lang, ha?
Ngayon pa lang, sinasabi ko na.
What about Raymond's family? Sa'yo?
I don't know if you've met his mom. His mom is
Not
best.
yet, not yet.
She's the best. She's the sweetest. I think even before Raymond asked me out, I think I made a wrong quote. If I remember right, I gave him a wrong quotation and I had to tell him. I mean, there were mobile phones, pero landline. And the mom was the one who picked up and we had a nice conversation. We were talking. From then, parang even before we were dating or anything like that, she was already very sweet. I mean, she's just really sweet. I mean, if you meet her for the first time, she's really a darling. It's been consistent ever since. I really say that I won the jackpot when it comes to the mother-in-law lottery because I really got the best mother-in-law. And his sisters were really nice as well and sweet. And,
Exactly the opposite of your parents, of your family.
they were easier, I think.
No, it's different kasi I'm a guy. They were dying to get rid of me already.
Mag-asawa ka na, 30 ka na.
And I remember one time he brought, it was before he asked me out.
I brought my mom.
He brought
To the gallery.
He brought his mom to the gallery to meet me before he asked me out on a date.
Oh.
And they passed by and then yun nga after I think and so I met her for the first time. She was super nice.
I had many bad relationships in the past. And you know how it is, how moms always say, na they know best for their children. Well, I had made so many mistakes in my life, in my relationships. It occurred to me one day, teka muna, what nga if I take into consideration my mother's advice and really take it to heart? Mom, come with me. I want you to see this gallery. Oh, my mom was just, Iho, that girl is, you should pursue that girl.
Oh.
And it's the first time I ever did that. Actually get my mom's
Talagang seryoso
opinion
pa talaga.
involved.
Oo.
Because I was tired of making mistakes already. And wala, full approval.
Oo. At saka, di may fact talaga na bringing mo, or dinala yung mother mo doon. Ano ka na talaga? Ganun ka na kaseryoso. On her.
Yes.
Diba? So, what were the considerations na finally you said yes to him?
Kulit. He was just so makulit. My gosh. And it's funny because like he mentioned nga, I mean, he was my first boyfriend really. And he asked me, siguro maybe 6 weeks after we first went out. Parang he
I
was
wanted you
asking
to be
me-
my girlfriend.
He did say he wanted me to be his girlfriend. He was saying he just wanted to date me exclusively. He wanted us to date exclusively. And me naman, I was like, okay, I'm not naman looking at anybody.
Pinipigilan ako magsalita.
I'm not naman seeing anybody else. Yeah, okay. But I didn't think that meant being his girlfriend.
How young were you then?
I wasn't young, Tita Aster. I was 24.
And you never had a boyfriend? Kaganda mong yun? Dahil pagiging overprotective din ng parents mo.
Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't have any boyfriends before that.
For a guy, parang ang laking ano nun, parang diploma yun sa guy. Di ba?
Ang malas niya din.
Kasi nung may nagkaroon na ng suitors yung younger sisters mo, wala na. Wala nang rules and regulations.
Parang ang daya.
Naubos lahat sa akin.
Parang ang daya.
Naubos
It
lahat
was
sa
so
akin.
easy for them. They should be glad. They should
Oo.
thank me.
I think I exhausted her parents. So,
Parents are not really that, hindi na sinasabi natin, sobrang higpit para namang ito, binabakuran lahat. Pero may mga parents na gano'n na parang hindi nila alam na nagiging overprotective na sila sa mga anak nila. But in this case, na sabi mo nga na kakaiba, and she was a law-abiding citizen.
I Play by the rules.
That's a good way of putting it.
I know, di ba?
Law abiding. Yeah.
Taming sinabi mo kanina, ano ka lang, tawag dito, in denial ka, but you had something na nararamdaman na for him.
I think she just had to get over Martin, period. Once she got that out of her
Oh my
mind,
gosh.
she was open na.
Why Martin?
Because he was so cute and he was funny. This was a
Yes,
penthouse.
diba?
This was a
Yeah,
penthouse
right.
live
Sila ni
date.
Pops,
Yeah,
oo,
with
diba?
them and Pops.
Oo, di ba?
So he was very cute. He was very witty and
Bubbly.
charming. You know, I mean,
Oo.
so yeah. I mean, what 10-year-old would not have a crush on that?
Did you meet him personally?
I have a few times through Raymond.
With him na.
Oo,
With him na.
yes,
Pero
yeah.
before that,
No.
no talaga.
No.
No talaga.
I was so young. My gosh, I was
Oo.
only 10. The time when I wanted to marry him. Yeah, and I remember pa my mom was able to get like an autographed bookmark from him. Because my mom knew, I think through friends, his dad. Wow, I loved that bookmark.
Oh.
Because it was autographed with his picture pa, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow. And you just celebrated your 19th anniversary being a
Yes.
couple. Wow,
Yes.
congratulations. What is the secret kung bakit buo pa rin ang pamilya niyo?
I think we respect each other. We don't always see eye to eye. We disagree, we argue, we fight. But I think at the end of the day, we do it in a way na we still take into account na we respect each other. I respect her, she respects me. We become very, very good friends also. We become partners in everything, especially after having kids. Because having kids really changes your life. Something changes, and it just really solidifies your relationship with each other. I suppose the opposite can also happen, diba?
Right.
It can wreck your marriage
Right,
also
right,
because
right.
it becomes
Yes,
about the kids,
yes,
you know?
yes,
Nakakalimutan niya yung asawa.
Yeah, right.
But in my case, I feel I appreciate my wife even so much more now that I see how valuable she is as a mom, because she's a great mom. That makes me fall in love with her in another
Even
way.
more.
In another way, yeah.
In your case, Mia, anong
Magsalita ka
nabago
na
sa'yo?
matino, ha?
I think because the foundation there was it's our faith. And so we built from there. We trust that it was God who put us together. We trust that we can hold our promises to each other no matter what. I mean, that even if, let's say, we have a fight or we disagree, at the end of the day, we're still gonna come together and honor the promise we made to each other. It's not love that sustains the commitment. It's the commitment that sustains the love. So yeah, so it's building from that foundation. It's genuinely liking each other and each other's company, and respect. Respect that he is, he's my husband and my partner and my love, my best friend.
What are the qualities of Mia na talagang endeared to you or nagustuhan mo? Kaya siya ang pinakasalan.
Integrity. Yung kanyang values, yung kanyang faith. See, some people, they don't walk the talk. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Diba? What she believes in, that's the same thing that's going to mold the way she lives her life. One time, bayad kami ng toll sa highway. Sinuklian kami ng sobra. She realized na sobra yon after we had, traveled about 500 meters away.
Layo na, no?
She insisted that we
Ibalik
go
niya.
back
Oo.
para ibalik yung...
O baka kasi mag-abono yung
Yeah.
yes, kasi
Hindi ko naisip yun. For me, I was like, it's not my mistake. But she insisted that we go back. It's small things like that. Realize, wow, that shows well. I deserve a medal for choosing the right person. Diba? I mean, when you choose a partner, pick somebody who's better than yourself. Ikaw rin mahawa ka sa kanya. Don't pick somebody who will drag you down.
And you can take out the best in you.
Yeah,
Diba?
bring out the best in you. I mean, if you're going to spend your life with somebody, Tita Aster, you might as well pick the best.
Correct.
Diba?
Oo. And you have a trophy.
Yes, I do.
You have all these little acts of kindness and service every day that you don't notice. And that's Raymond. He's always doing things for all of us. Little things and it goes on from day to day to day to day to day, and then realize, boom, you've been married, you've had a happy marriage for like 17 years, I remember at the time. For me, I find his gentleness, that's one. I'm more matapang. So his gentleness kind of tempers me.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
that's one. He's kind. The way he deals with me or with our kids. I mean, my kids adore him, and he's very affectionate. Things like that, and that he. What else, Papa?
Mag-isip ka pa.
Some more. Let's take some
Yeah.
more. No, I mean, there are a lot. I can think of many things. But it was fun staying with him. I mean, just being with him day in, day out. I really enjoy his company.
When he was at the peak of his career,
I was 8.
Okay, I'm pakitanggal ng mic. Uwi na po ako.
Oh, syempre, I mean,
my God, he was a matinee idol.
Yeah, I mean, who
Oo.
didn't know who?
I am actually 10 years older than
Yeah,
than
we have a
Mia.
10-year gap.
We have a 10-year gap.
I mean, who didn't hear of Baguettes at the time? It was huge, right? So I was very aware of who he was. I knew who Aga was, Herbert William. I mean, but I didn't think I would end up with him. I mean, at the time, because nga I was in love with Martin.
Sabi nga nung mami niya sa akin one time, sabi niya sa akin one time, kung alam ko lang na sa'yo may in love yung anak ko, dapat pala sinuportahan kita, hindi si Martin.
Sinabi ng mami niya.
I knew who he was. He was guapo, of course.
Ang mestizo.
Mestizo, guapo. I knew his songs. I didn't know him as a person. I mean, I didn't meet him until that time.
Sa rami ng hit songs ni Raymond, is there any particular song na gusto mo and why?
I really love Saan Darating Ang Umaga. It's poetry and music.
Yes, yes.
So I really think that's beautiful.
Ako kasi yung umaga.
Pwede.
Maybe
Pwede.
I love songs. I
oo.
really like I Need You Back. It's a nice song. It's a good one. He's got good songs, actually.
Anong pinaka-signature hit song mo? Kasi that made you muna.
Nauna po yung first hit song ko, I Need You Back.
I Need You Back.
I Need
Yeah,
You
right.
Back kasi was released as a single.
Okay.
Hindi po siya kasama sa pelikula or anything. So It's You, Farewell, Saan Darating Ang Umaga, those were all kasama sa pelikula. So may advantage yun. It was easier to become a hit kasi may soundtrack. And then in the 80s, radio stations would really play OPM. Pero yung I Need You Back nakalusot. And hindi man lang yung side A. You remember how singles had side
Yes,
A and
yes,
side B?
yes, yes.
Ano po yung tinutugtog ng radio station? Side A.
Side A parate, yes.
I Need You Back was side B.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ang pinopromote mo iba.
Pero
ang-
iba yung
oo.
pinopromote ko. It was...
Pero ang DJ's choice was the other song.
Yes.
Was yung flip side.
Yes,
flip side.
lumusot.
Ang lumusot.
So
oo.
one radio station started it, other stations started
Playing as well,
it.
oh.
Yeah, it became a hit.
Who composed that song?
That's Odette.
Odette Quesada. Oh.
My career is very much connected with Odette. Bata pa lang ako, 10, 11, I was already singing in the choir. When I was 12, sumali na po ako sa Repertory Philippines.
Oh yeah, that's where you started actually.
Yes,
Oh.
and
The
also-
Sound of Music.
Hindi po, King and I.
The King
With
and
Lea
I.
Salonga.
Yeah, Lea Salonga yung ano.
Sound of Music, I was already 14 years old. So that came 2 years later. After Repertory, when I was 18, I remember my father was vice president sa international school. Ang palagi bumibisita sa office niya were sina Pops, sina Sharon. And Sharon noticed one day that my dad had pictures of all his kids. Siyempre, I was the only son, so my picture stood out. She goes, oh, sino yan? Oh, that's my son.
Oh.
That's my son. Ano yan? Kumakanta yan, umaarte. He's with Repertory. She goes, wow, can I introduce him to Boss Vic? Sharon was the one who got me my first break with Viva.
Sabi nga nila nakatadhana talaga. May mangyayari at may mangyayari.
Yeah, Sharon was the one who discovered me.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Paano ka nagka-interest dun sa arts or sa art gallery? Bakit
Well,
punta ka dun?
I've always been entrepreneurial. That's the influence ng parents ko. Since I was maybe 3-4 years old, she had a gallery. So I grew up with it. So medyo nasanay ako doon. When I grew up, yun yung background ko. So when I finally graduated, they were supportive of me opening a gallery. Because by the time my mom had retired already,
You
opened
took
an art
over?
gallery. I didn't take over, no,
Okay.
because she left. She retired
She
and she went
stopped.
into, yes. She
Oo.
stopped and she went into teaching, which actually became her calling. When I expressed my desire na I wanted to put up an art gallery after I graduated, my
And
parents
you
were
took up
supportive.
what?
I took up journalism.
Okay.
So I write also.
Okay.
Yeah, I would write for magazines. I would write features. I had a short stint as a segment producer for
Ba't hindi mo ituloy?
ANC.
Ba't hindi mo ituloy-tuloy?
It's not her passion.
It's not my passion. I wouldn't
Okay.
say. I mean, I would do even scripts for corporate events. I like doing it if I want to do it. You know, it's not really something that I enjoy doing other things, putting things together.
Just to show you how, I mean, she's a great writer, an excellent writer, but just to show you how she's not really too passionate about it. She was with the Reuters when Michael Jackson came,
Oh.
and she was the one
I was
assigned.
an intern.
She was assigned to shadow him. She
When
was
he
this
arrived.
Close.
far away
Wow.
from Michael Jackson,
Oo.
and she doesn't have a single picture.
Yeah, ang dami na kong kasamang photographer or ano, hindi pa ako napapicture. But anyway,
Ano?
no, but I enjoyed it. You know, I wrote for lifestyle magazines and I enjoyed it. I think I don't enjoy the writing per se, but I like maybe public relations. I like, you know, I
Allied,
like
oo.
so that's what it was. It's something I did on the side. It was never a main thing for me. It was never a passion for me. But yeah, so I went into art gallery business, and then I stopped when I got married. Now that I'm older, now that I'm a parent, I appreciate it because they didn't just give me things. Like I remember I was 11 and I wanted a bike. They made me work for it. I mean, of course, they said you earn your money, and I sold polvoron. So my yaya would make. I mean, of course they helped me, but they were the ones who paid for the But it was my responsibility to sell it and get the money and buy a bike. So I mean, it started there. You know, I'm even younger. You know, I had this thing where I like to do business, and it just comes out in different forms during different times of my life.
I remember after she put up her business, that Christmas, may nag-order sa kanya 4,000 bars of soap.
Wow.
And at the time, it was just
Yeah.
making it and
So, no kidding, Tita Aster, uuwi ako, coming from whatever, singing, directing, meetings. Pag uwi ko ng bahay, halos hindi ko na mabuksan yung front door. Yung buong sala hanggang sa lanay, hanggang sa kusina, lahat ng pwedeng patungan ng sabon,
Naandun
sabon
ba?
lahat.
yeah, because
I lost my house, puro sabon as far, yun yung kasabihan na as far as the eye can see. Yun yung nangyari sa bahay
That's
ko.
already a very good sign.
It is.
That's a very good sign. In fairness, the first time I met you, iba na talagang dating mo sa akin. I mean, you know, very friendly, di ba? Yun ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. Walang wall, walang first impression last. By the way, bago tayo magpaalam, are you still willing, of course, to go back into acting just in case?
If something nice comes along, yeah, why
You're
not?
still open.
Yeah, I'm still
Open
open.
ka
I'm
naman.
still open. But I think mas natural sa akin ang pagkanta.
Please allow me to thank my personal sponsors.
Of course.
Thank you so much to Panda Nation Cafe. Maraming salamat kay Alvin. Thank you so much, Carla, Ems, Dennis Coronel, Makalantal, and of course, Roland. Thank you so much. Ever Belena, Hello Glow, Most View from Japan, Beautyderm, Nutritech. Maraming salamat, Jos de la Luna, Aficionado by Joel Cruz, Eris Beauty Care, Vanilla Skin Clinic at Robinson's Magnolia, Mesa Tomas Morato, Richie's Kitchen by Richie Ang, Nessa Stile Salon for My Hair and Makeup, Gandang Ricky Reyes, Chato Sugay Jimenez, Bebot Santos of Colority Clothing, Studio Manila, Manila Bulletin, maraming salamat, Bobby Riquentina, and hi sa ating mga kaibigan dyan sa Amerika, lalo na dyan kay Geoffrey Lapos Jimenez.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It should be me,
Thank
and
you,
it's my
thank you.
pleasure to see you both.
Thank you, Tita
Thank you,
Aster.
anak. And of course,
Absolutely.
please promote your
Oh,
sabon.
My brand is So True Naturals.
So
and
True
it is a
Naturals.
soaps and scents brand using natural ingredients. They're handmade in small batches. You can visit our website at sotruenaturals.com.
And with that, mga kaibigan, maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Huwag niyo rin pong kakaligtaan mag-subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell icon of TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Every Friday po yan, 12 noon. Hanggang sa muli, mga kaibigan. God bless us all.